turvy. So many people have earned some of these great spots, just as we saw earlier across this bracket.
That's
so
right.
Both these on loser side means that we only get one of them moving on at the end, and the other has to be okay with the place they're getting at the end of this one. So not a feels good matchup for either of them. They don't want this on losers five.
Yeah, they both of these two characters do not like each other for very obvious reasons in the matchup, and I think right there, just making Snake have to second guess when it's time to grab grenades or when it's even safe to pull them out or even be in a position to pull them out right there. I mean, that's more than enough advantage right there in most Snake matchups. So Nice, gonna go for the bat within, eating up that back air there. Down tilt. Nice, looking for down tilt right into. I believe that was back air right there. Yes, a lot of nades. Oh, get sticky. No. Uh-oh, might put it back on them. Yeah, it's on me now. Come here.
It's going to be out of commission for a little bit. Okay, getting Witch Time off the nade, falling down. Still hit by the explosion, but that's okay because we've gotten back to the stage and we're still ahead. Bats within is going to save us from the knockback from grenade, making sure that nothing like an up air, which was probably coming out immediately if it did land, is going to. The grab is missed, though. It's not the reverse that Geist was wanting. Still alive, though.
Oh, man, up tilt just lasts for 10 years, it feels sometimes. That move is just, that move, I mean, damn. That is a move right there. I'm just going to put it that way. I mean, being able to get even the late hit on that, and stopping Bayonetta from going for afterburner kick, I think it really says a lot about how this matchup is going to go. Get that Nikita out of here. Witch Twist getting the job done. Both sides really needs to get stock taken here as quickly as possible. This match starting to trail on a little uncomfortably. Nothing off the up tilt. Very smart on Geist to not jump in towards center stage. Does not mind playing in that corner, especially if you know that you can disengage, go off stage, and hang out there for quite some time. The problem is when you do that, Snake is just going to stand right at the ledge and go for Nikita. Rapid jab. Oh, that's going to do it.
All right, now we're looking at these up tilts once again. The signature use from ApolloKage, especially while standing over here on roll range, but the opportunity is not going to come up in this situation. Neither gets the grab. Geist has shown us that first missed reverse grab didn't go out for him, so he's been a little hesitant to drop them in two situations where he could have gotten a really nice punish off of one.
Yeah, I think that hesitance is definitely going to come back and bite both of these two players. Oh my God!
Oh,
okay, yeah,
my.
That's some old school Smash 4 stuff right there. Those are like the day one combos. But you know what though? They still work in this current meta Ultimate. I got to give it to them, man.
Absolutely.
That's right. Reaching into those old bagger tricks right here. Geist right now with a pretty comfortable lead right here. Oh my goodness! Nice. F smash right timing at the ledge. Yes, and pristine timing right there from ApolloKage. Knowing that, okay, I'm gonna let you disengage. You're gonna have to come back to the stage sooner or later. And Bayonetta has great tools to come back to the ledge, but very telegraphed tools on coming back. So ApolloKage taking full advantage of that right here. 116% right now. This is not a position that you want a Snake of this caliber to be in because you have to approach and get a little handsy with Snake. Whoa!
Oh, there's a second one.
What the?
I think it just gets blocked by dash attacks, hitbox. This is what Geist is doing really, really well in the matchups he's using Witch Time. It's all a cat and mouse game. You use that on the grenades that always have to be going out, and it gives you these big opportunities. The forward smash doesn't quite kill from just shy of center stage. This nade gets ApolloKage out of the danger zone.
That's right, because back here was cooking right there, catching the air dodge with the held down up air. Looking good here off the mark, and this is the tough part right here for Bayonetta, you know, having to keep that resilience, that level of execution, that, okay, I'm respecting grenades, I'm going to either Witch Time them or I'm going to have to jump out of the way. But knowing when to go for which one is going to make or break how this match is going to wrap up here, because now ApolloKage is not afraid to go for grenades anymore. Has a pretty commanding lead and is showing it in full force with that up tilt as that first match wraps up.
Those are a great couple of baits from ApolloKage that ended up giving him those last two winning interactions. One was putting the grenade down and picking it up. It's a great bait because Geist really thinks that he's going to be okay. He has to throw a grenade now. He does not. The up tilt is still online. You still have to be really watchful for going right above him. And that's one of the big problems with Witch Twist in this matchup. I mean, it's your bread and butter. It's one that's going to give you the most of your damage. You really want to start like every combo with an aerial Witch Twist. But if it doesn't land, you could just die. Anytime you're in the triple digits, you just get disappeared by a Snake up tilt.
Yeah, that move is just, that ain't nothing pretty, man. And Bayonetta, you know, as much as she moves around, I'm glad you brought that up. As much as, you know, she's blessed with her movement options on stage, she always has to worry about if up tilt is going to connect or if you land in front of Snake improperly, will that frame 3 jab come out? Will that first hit of F tilt, that frame 4 option, will that come out? I mean, these are moves that she cannot afford to trade with. She's looking for clean execution all across the board, and we're starting to see it come out here a little bit more. Even at 101%, guys starting to understand, I need to actually stay back and kind of lean into the mentality I have versus Wilds in some of those matches that I won where Oh, yeah. Okay, I like this. Yeah, get off that ledge. You can't hang out here, man. No loitering. Get off that ledge.
Yeah, and here's what happens when you loiter. It comes with a big fine, 80% up at this point. Just pointing a gun right in his face, but we're going to back away off of that interaction. And we're seeing Geist getting creative on more solutions for this pair of grenades that ApolloKage just keeps throwing in neutral. He throws one out, he throws a second one out, and then we break the neutral. Usually the second one, Geist has been countering and then getting the time off to try and get in, but ApolloKage has actually killed him off of that once before. We go low, we knock him out for the Cypher. Back air is the perfect tool for this.
That's right, and I love, again, I mean, we've seen it in the Wilds match, and I'm starting to see it here. I mean, going against two character player combinations that would prefer to keep the match on solid ground as opposed to in their hair. Guys understands, okay, there's going to be times where they're going to outbutt me. Snake's normals a little bit better than mine. I have my rapid jab, pretty good option, slower jab, but a good option when the opponent gets in it, and there's a good chance the opponent's not going to be able to get out of it. But the fact remains the same. I got to keep this match off stage, and Geist just knows their areas of capitalization so well. Would love to see, here's that back, okay. Threw me off, actually. I thought we were going to start seeing backer come through, threw me off. So I know you threw ApolloKage off. Actually electing to go for the afterburner kick. This is such a smart thing to do. Using the bullet arts right here to slowly but surely chisel away right here at this lead. Not too far off, mind you.
Yeah, and we know that C4 is still sitting on the left platform, and that is why Geist is totally unwilling to try and engage off of these nades. So there's some situations that he was really willing to work with earlier are not working. Yeah, if there's a C4. DIing totally away from that, and ApolloKage is still opting to pull the trigger, but now he's got the opportunity to replace C4. Still same spot, though.
Look at this. The bullet art placements have been looking good. Yes, up tilt right into the backer. Okay, very smart. Not going for those on the ground anymore, not going for any just like raw backers, making sure that there is an initial hit before that backer. Up tilt backer again, very scary thing to have to work around in the corner. You might be in some trouble.
Then Nikita almost just lost the stock for ApolloKage, but I think we had the back air buffer just a little bit too early, and then Geist was waiting for an option from AK, and AK also just
waiting.
Waiting.
I love that.
Mutual understanding.
Just patience. I mean, patience is a virtue in this matchup for sure. Both sides understand the importance of, man, when this other side gets that one hit, I'm in some trouble. Let them swing first, and I'm going to figure out a way to counteract it. On ApolloKage's behalf, I'm probably going to look for a trade with my up tilt. Geist's behalf, let them swing, overextend, and boom, I got either up tilt back air, or I'm just going to go for witch time. Geist witch time placements have been very good here throughout the course of this match.
I think one of the funniest interactions we keep seeing is that when we're in neutral, ApolloKage doing exactly that, drop into the ground. What this does is that he can't get hit by neutral bees for some tick damage, and if any sort of witch twist, even grounded one comes in, okay, spot dodge is not enough. He gets, jabbed all the way through there. But when he's lying down, even if a witch twist grounded comes in, even with the guns, he's just waiting to up tilt, and that's an instant kill. So Geist can't get in on that.
No, absolutely not. Geist, of course, playing this one very safe and kind of taking a page out of, ApolloKage's book. Once they got the lead, Bayo says, hey, I become kind of impossible to deal with too. Maybe not like how it used to be, but I have the toolkit to really make your life as frustrating as possible in this match. And it's paying off in dividends right now. Okay, a lot of
keep auto spacing.
That's right. Love the spacing. I love the quarter circle. Oh my goodness, afterburner kicks or dive kicks, excuse me, but does not seem to matter here at this point. Up till X marks the spot, finds the initial blow. No witch twist out of shield like that. Probably thought ApolloKage was going to go for the neutral get up, but actually elected to go for the roll here this time. Usually something you don't want to go for with Bayonetta because there's usually an up tilt backer on the opposite side of that roll, but all right, keeping it fresh right now.
Okay, we're getting into some uncomfortable territory. We've seen a whole lot less witch times coming out across the last couple stocks. It slowed everything down because Geist is breaking neutral much less often, but doing so really mindfully. Despite that, though, ApolloKage is starting to bring back the lead, and we're approaching that same grenade gameplay that we saw from before. Not quite timing it right, though. Geist doesn't get punished, though.
No, absolutely not, but this match starting to spiral a little bit out of control right here. Okay. That was smart. Kind of leaning into what we've seen in game number one. Understanding, okay, there's going to be times where Bayo does not snap right away after afterburner kick. I can possibly go for F smash to catch her, or I guess in this case, going to go for down smash. Guys having none of it off the top. Snake's a heavy guy, but he won't be able to survive too many more of those. Grenades are starting to come out here a little bit more. Uh-oh, yeah, he's just standing still. What's he looking for? What's he looking for?
You know what he's looking for, Ron. We're all looking for that snake up tilt to be coming out. Yeah, he's putting a couple more of them out there now. I think to put the fear in Geist instead to buy himself some more space. He actually needs a little bit more damage before it's like that's scary. So once again, he's spamming these in neutral just in case there's a quick burst option from Geist. The forward throw does not kill, even at 150%. But keeping above Geist could be a dicey spot. That grenade is big to work with.
Up smash, of course, a very daunting task for Geist to have to work around, especially a character that wants to stay as airborne as possible. Nikita drops it in place, off stage again. Oh my goodness! And catching saving them at the last second. So smart. I love in game number 1 how well Geist played around Nikita, using the active hitbox at the top of Witch Twist to negate that. But that time, caught them not pressing a button out there, trying to, just wait out the move. ApolloKage making them pay for it.
ApolloKage is efficient, setting out the baits. That first Nikita was great. I mean, it covers the ledge drop, so it stops Geist from just dropping 2 stage directly instead of going back down to ledge. It was
No
nice.
doubt.
It just immediately pressed the side B and then dropped the Nikita.
Boom.
But it also puts that seed of thought in Geist's head that, okay, well, he's just spamming out Nikitas for that kind of option. So the second one comes out, he goes, okay, you're going to drop that one immediately. But it was slightly longer, just enough for it to actually create a dropping hitbox to stop you from fast falling.
That's right.
And that's not normal. You know, there's so few characters that can stop you from a fast fall option to ledge. And Snake's one of those. If you do that, it's a weird situation. He doesn't do it a lot.
No, he does not. But when it
still very viable.
That's right. Still very reliable. And also, when it comes out, it's usually going to land more times than not. And Geist, of course, very well aware of that here.
Oh,
Still
no.
okay, grenade into up air. The corner control looking pretty powerful right now, but what you gonna do when I witch time you into the wicked
There's not much you can do. You're stuck in a time loop.
Goodness. I love what I'm seeing right here from Geist right now. Again, fearless in that corner. That is a play. Oh my God. Okay, yeah, don't roll in. Oh, and I love the trap setup. Just in case they decide to jump on that top platform, C4 would have been able to catch you, and if you roll in, probably an up tilt on the opposite side right here. So ApolloKage, of course, making that stage an absolute minefield.
A positive trading there with the up tilt. Neutral B's grenades just keeping a little danger area around ApolloKage once again. This one lands though, which means he can go in for dash attack. A little bit of space between the two of them.
Ooh.
Still though, no more punishes get to be put on the table.
Okay, and down air. Scare your option up close too. Don't, down there, I think that first stomp is frame 3, so pretty quick option, especially for Bayonetta to have to deal with. She has still Witch Twist out of shield though. That's kind of been her bread and butter when it comes to playing up close and personal or a well-spaced down tilt. Problem is that, yes, you can go for Witch Twist out of shield, but you always run the risk of having to deal with a grenade in hand right here from Snake. We know how that move works. Narrowly escapes the up tilt, still caught in his corner. C4 on the green. Get it out of here.
Okay, guys, has to stay up on the platform despite all of the grenades because the grenades won't kill. They put you in a bad spot, but they aren't quite enough to finish you off. I don't think there's a C4 unless I'm missing, and I hope Geist not missing one at this point. Okay, air dodge through, looking for a bats within to try and get a little bit more advantage frames on ApolloKage. Come back to stage where Nikita has previously covered, but it's the jab 1-2, flinging him out off the left side. A little bit more positive frames
and
there,
he
but
was ready.
Shield there.
He was ready for the parry as well, too. You see, oh my goodness, Geist said, I'm not going down without a fight, and I'm loving this. Yes, applying that pressure, especially you get Snake off stage. Geist not thinking twice about it, getting off stage immediately, possibly going for Nair, or if he decides to recover low, that drop zone back air, that has been Geist's bread and butter. They're calling here in this match, and I'm loving it. Whoa, wait a minute.
That's a little too many explosives for your own good here. ApolloKage, the second fist isn't going to hit its mark, not this time. Dropping back down. Yep. Okay, plummeting down onto the shield again. Auto space is a nice and safe option as long as there aren't too many grenades about.
Yeah, dancing around these grenades in a very dominant fashion. I got to give it to Geist. Yes, going to actually go for bullet climax here, using active hitbox on the gun to negate him.
Though.
Yeah.
It's so nasty. It really hurts that matchup. Okay.
We've seen the up tilt come out. I seen the leg go up, but I seen Bayo's leg go out though. There's the back air right here. Guys keeping this thing as close as they can, trying to push it to another game. There's the parry. You start to see that sort of stuff come out from ApolloKage, and that's how you know they're very comfortable and sound in this match. Guys has to keep the movement options as ambiguous as possible.
After everything we've seen, you would hardly believe we're on the brink of a 3-0 in favor of ApolloKage. Guys have been playing so well, but it's ApolloKage getting that last hit every single time. We're on that 1-to-1 stock, and it's all about the movement on this one. Guys just trying to keep ahead of the grenades without having to use the which time for any of these. It's probably going to come out, though, as we keep developing this neutral.
That's right. The neutral's starting to kind of consolidate into one or two probably solidly placed strings here in a moment. And it looks like Geist is trying to figure out, how am I going to find this opening? The window of opportunity is slightly ajar, but even being slightly ajar, it's still opening. Geist trying to explode in that afterburner kick. If they can find an attack, if they can find that one initial hit, they might be able to draw this thing just a little bit closer. But ApolloKage not having any of it. Has C4 on the ready right in front of it. The grenade gameplay looking good, but the Bayo strings looking even better. Yeah,
the guaranteed land there with Nair to get a little bit more damage, because you know that ApolloKage gets into an okay situation.
Oh,
Okay. Oh, we've seen that take away stocks before. We'd not like to see it ended with just that big call out. Nikita once again looking plenty deadly, high enough up to be a pretty delayed hitbox, just like a mortar.
Man.
Movement option starting to run out.
That's right.
That's okay. Geist gets to ledge for the reset.
Still looking good right now. One hit F tilt. Okay, that's the patented ApolloKage right there.
Good patience.
That's right. Wonderful patience here. Same could be said for ApolloKage in the corner. Dropping the leg down. Okay, trying to bait out the air dodge right there with the bullet climax. Quick cancel out. Directional air dodge in. And yes, Snake ain't got no business off the solid ground. Guys, fully aware of that. And so, because of this, trying to allow Snake to make the mistake fall.
Oh my God! It's perfect. The full cross up for the max range F smash. Geist shows us a perfect understanding of how much time you're going to get off of which time in that situation. ApolloKage had a pretty high damage, and Grenade doesn't do too much, but it does give just enough time for that. So it was even a safe move if the fist didn't land. I don't think Geist was going to get punished, especially not with a kill at that rate. So that was just a really, really smart thing to do that showed the game knowledge and character knowledge.
Oh yeah, 100%, man. It kind of felt like it was just a good option met by an even better option. I think it's very smart of ApolloKage to go for up tilt. I get it. You probably think Bale's probably going to go for like a run-up, grab, back throw. Now you're off stage again. This is a spot where you don't want to be in, especially in these final hit moments. Smart on Geist after the witch time to go for the jump over into the initial attack on the opposite side of the up tilt. Geist staying one step ahead of ApolloKage is exactly what you need to see right here, especially some of those tense up close and personal moments where Bale probably doesn't want to see Snake in when you start to hit those dark red %. So great stuff on Geist. ApolloKage still looking powerful as well. Let's see what this next game is going to bring us here on Pokemon Stadium.
Maybe unpopular opinion here, but I think Geist has actually been outplaying more times than ApolloKage. But ApolloKage is getting the really impactful ones. And Geist has not shown us that he's immune to just up tilts just being thrown out. And that's what ApolloKage is doing. He's able to mix them in. I mean, as this match has developed more and they're playing more and more mind games with each other, he can't just spam them like he was, but he was getting so much mileage off of them in early games. Like, he just put them out and I don't know, like, guys, what do you want to do? Like, witch twist me? I know you do.
Yeah,
Come here and catch some feet.
It almost feels like two magicians meeting. It's almost like if David Blaine met Chris Angel. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, is this your card? And the other side goes, no, is this your card? Like, and it just never stops. You know, that's what this match really feels like, because it feels like, you know, ApolloKage, you know, he's like, okay, you're going to go for witch twist up close.
Oh my God, another
goodness.
up there. Geist lands 3 hits just entirely off of intuition on where ApolloKage is going to be while in the magnifying glass.
In the magnifying glass, just the ability to keep it as close as they did up there, that right there is the mark of a true competitor. Geist looking strong, but let's see if they can close this one out here. 103%. This is, if there was ever a time to disengage and really start to chisel away to ApolloKage, it is most certainly here. You got to get out of that corner, though. Back here last 10 million years, it feels, right here on Snake's behalf.
Okay.
Okay.
Waiting out the shield though. No attempt for a shield poke. I don't think Witch Twist could have. It's not that long.
No.
It doesn't do that much shield damage. If there had just been a little bit less shield for ApolloKage, though, he had the opportunity.
And this is what with grenades coming in. Back throw. Yeah, and this is what I was talking about before here. You run up on ApolloKage, he probably thinks, okay, I got better buttons than you. Why on earth would I be afraid of Bayonetta running up? Because Witch Twist out of shield. You don't want to be off your feet. But then the minute you Witch Twist out of shield, then you got grenades to work around.
And
you're off stage. Yes, right. Okay, the heels are getting busy off stage. The drop zone back here could be the start of something powerful here right on Geist's behalf. Down throw. Don't care about that grenade. I got grab armor, buddy.
Geist are gonna patience all the way through this up until this point and getting nasty with it, looking for these early kills. This is the fastest that these games have gone between these two players so far, and Geist is feeling a lot more confident, especially off the back of that last win, the first win in the series, and potentially more coming as he opens up this next. Okay, with this IB, but it doesn't get anything more.
Yeah. You was in some trouble because, I mean, you're either going to get, like, you know, active hitbox at the ledge, but you might not be able to snap, or if you know, get right to the ledge and you don't snap right away, you got to deal with the sweep on down smash. So,
yeah, and it wouldn't be a Bayonetta match, especially going to Game 4 without at least one of those, unfortunately.
You know, it happens. It comes with the territory, that's right. But regardless, still in it right here, and they definitely want to win it. One a stock apiece. ApolloKage, of course, up 2 games. This is Geist's game to win. If they can figure out a way to find that golden opportunity to bring this thing back. Okay, quick on the spot dodge. Double down tilt right there, taking a page out of Bale's, but Uh-oh, where's the up tilt? Nothing off the up tilt, but going for a safer option, landing with the back air, and I'm loving that witch twist.
Finally, Geist finds his in boxing. He was losing a lot over the course of that, taking 50%, but actually finding a little bit more as well. Up tilt to get this thing started. Up airs keeping it going. They've been doing a lot for him, but he doesn't hit the call out this time, not above the stage. Trading with a grenade with a side B. Both players at quite a bit of percent. Not too far off a kill percentage for ApolloKage, but Geist is feeling good in this situation.
Geist is feeling very good, and I feel like ApolloKage is very comfortable with this setup here. Nice.
There it is.
But got a little too comfortable in those final moments. Now, I liked what ApolloKage went for. Had the C4 on the top of one of the platforms there, stopping Bayonetta from going for afterburner kicks all across the stage. You take one side of the stage from her, she's in some trouble. Trying to keep her in the grounded sense. However, Geist, a player without fear, said, yeah, you take a platform from me, I don't mind playing the grounded game. I have the percent lead. If you whiff anything, a Wicked Weave will come through with the smash attack and you will be in some real trouble. 2 games apiece right here, Treasure. We are on the final game.
I was scared for a while. We were staring down the barrel of a Game 3 in this matchup, but we are getting our money's worth out of it now all the way to Game 5 with nail biters for the last 3 games, surely. And once again, starting off, and we're going to see where these two really go, especially with these grenades. It's all about the grenades and the witch time. We've seen the last 2 kills for Geist come out in just that fashion.
The grenade placements have been I feel like second to none right here in a lot of these interactions, making Geist, think a couple times before, electing to go for a witch time on the grenade, or just, decide to hold shield and just get out of the way. That split-second decision-making right there could be the difference between, you taking no percent and you taking like 30, 40, hell, even 50%, giving the percentage and the follow-up right there from ApolloKage. But that's right. A lot of witch times right here. ApolloKage said, yeah, witch time as you may. I am not stopping myself from pressing the B button. This B button's getting worn out, buddy.
Yeah, as long as he's keeping relevant space away from Geist, he can't actually get punished off them. So it's not too bad for those to get witch timed. As we're seeing, he's getting positive damage overall as they just trade out these stray hits. But grenading himself was a window not quite capitalized on. Geist wasn't able to sneak in through it.
Okay. Drop zone up air. Excuse me, fast fall up air. Looking good right now on ApolloKage's behalf. And getting right on that top platform. And again, we started to see that sort of mentality come out at the end of the last match. Having the grenade, the C4, excuse me, on one end of Pokemon Stadium, stopping her from going for afterburner kick. This time, no C4 needed. Just going to elect to go for up tilt, quick frame 6 option. I'm looking good. Better get out of the way of that C4. What you doing off stage?
Oh, no. Whoa. Not the back air either. I don't think it would have landed regardless. Forward air is a little bit faster, but we see exactly what Geist is looking for. Another fist can't come out with a second grenade on its way. We see so many of these witch times on the grenades, but we have to consider it's not actually like, you can't just spam it on nades. Nades have 2 hitboxes, one from being thrown as a projectile and the second from when they actually explode. So if you time it wrong, you could still get exploded, and ApolloKage is waiting with an up tilt. He will run up behind you.
That's right. ApolloKage is always on the ready for the follow-up. But same can be certainly said for Geist right here. Not afraid of the C4 or the grenades anymore, letting them know with that witch time. You're gonna have to think of something different on your approaches here. Whoa, my goodness!
There we go, finally seeing it come out.
That's right, putting the foot right on top of him right here. This could be the start of something great on Geist's behalf. 87%. This is not a bad spot to be in at all, but you got to get out of this corner. This is exactly where ApolloKage wants you, and this is where they've shown a lot of promise in those earlier 2 games. Whoa!
7 tons of explosives out there on the ledge. They send Geist on out of here. Now Geist is on his last stock in the match and potentially the entire tournament right now. He's got to play like everything is on the line, because it is.
It is most certainly the case here on Geist's behalf. Geist looking good right here, dancing around, allowing him to set up shop. That's okay. It's in your best interest. Just let him set it up, because if you do not and you decide to get a little too froggy and you get up close and personal, you're going to be in a trade position, which in this spot right here is not where Geist wants to be at all.
Okay, well, I was going to say this earlier, because the mortar in neutral has actually been a really good integration for ApolloKage. He's spamming it right now just to show off what it does and just dominate neutral for a little while, but he's been adding that, and it's been a big thing that Geist has to adapt to, and Geist having a hard time punishing it as well. Taking some chip damage here, and ApolloKage is ahead. Like you say, he just wants to play slowly and force the explosives to get chipped.
That's right, but this is what happens when you play a little too comfortable up close versus Bayonetta. She will go for that witch twist out of shield, which I still think throws people off even in this current meta of Ultimate, thinking, okay, it's safe to try to grab her. It's safe to go for something kind of safe, and it's like, no, you do not want to touch this stuff. You will get burned, and burn meaning a Bayo string, which ApolloKage cannot afford to have to deal with here anymore. Oh my goodness. Afterburner kick putting him in a rough spot. Nothing off the C4. Again, good setup right from ApolloKage, but better situational awareness right here on Geist's behalf, 97%. Okay, looking for the sweep with the down smash.
Ooh, nice nade there is going to block and combo break just the same. Another smash attack landing there, and the mortars are just going to keep coming out. Every single explosive in his arsenal right here. Nikita even coming out, which timed, but not a kill off that still. 124% on Geist. He's living on the razor's edge.
That's right, living on a prayer right now. This is not a good spot to be in at all. Gets the witch time. That back air starting to come out a little bit more. Uh-oh. Okay, the receiving end of Snake Nair. Oh my goodness. Okay, no back air needed. We're going to go for F smash here this time. Bayonetta is on a fire, smoking, if you will, right now. Guys, if there's ever time to strike right now, I mean, it is certainly in the present here. Let's see what they're going to bring to the table. Grenades getting to work, and we're coming up on that 2-minute and 15-second mark.
It's basically going to be a 0 to 10, and that's exactly what Geist is looking for. Going for the pick back up, 179% on him already. All right, Bullet Art clears the air, but the up tilt, once again, signature from ApolloKage in that last stock situation. A beautiful match overall, going to the depths of Game 5. It's ApolloKage coming out on top, looking to defend that seeding that he came in here with, and he proves just what kind of player he is. Geist out a little unfortunately early, but again, a stacked top 8.
A stacked top 8, and I really have to give it to Geist. Geist playing steps ahead, I feel like, of ApolloKage in some of those interactions, which is exactly what you have to do. And the biggest one, I believe, came in Game 4 where he was at the ledge. He said, okay, I've witch timed him. He's probably going to try to go for an attack because he thinks I'm going to run up and go for grab back throw. Absolutely not. I actually jumped over it. Up tilt's coming out. It's time for me to go for that grab. Boom. Forward throw, or just play it safe and go for a smash attack. And I love that mentality right there from Geist, knowing that I'm going to get out buttoned, so I have to always stay a couple steps ahead of Snake up close and personal. Even when I feel like I got him in the disadvantage, even when I got them in witch time, I still have to play this safe because Snake's normals takes no prisoners. So great stuff right there on Geist's behalf. ApolloKage is going to move on to the next portion of losers. But wow, Geist, an absolute monster. Would love to see more of them at these events. I don't know what their next event is, but I'm going to be rooting for them, whatever tournament that may be.
No longer in the bracket to defend Ohio, but there are still others to defend the home.